Good morning, Mavericks. Hey, we're supposed to be doing the show. Who are you texting?
Just my mom and a friend from work and 3 of my neighbors. Just give me a sec.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I just saw some news on Facebook that I had to share with them. Did you know that if you eat 6 Sour Patch Kids, spin to the left 4 times, and take 9 sips of strawberry milk, that you'll only be able to see the color green for the next 15 seconds?
What?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? Let's try it.
Whoa. I don't know, Shannon. That sounds like misinformation to me.
It can't be. It's on the internet.
Welcome to Did You Know with Jessica and Shannon.
The show where we bring you shout outs, PBIS family tips, and celebrations from Norwood School District.
Brought to you by the PBIS team.
So, Jess, you really don't believe me?
I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying that it might be safer to do some research before making a decision or accidentally spreading misinformation.
Misinformation?
You know, information that seems like fact but isn't really true. Making database decisions is the best way to avoid misinformation and make safe choices.
So, data-based decisions are choices that I make after I've researched. But if I try this Sour Patch Spinny Strawberry Milk thing, isn't that still a database decision? I mean, I researched on the internet.
Researching isn't just getting information from one place. To research, you need to look from data from many different sources and many different points of view.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do some research on it then. Carry on.
Okay. Well, while Shannon is gathering data from multiple sources to make a decision, I'll give some shout outs. Okay. First, we'd like to shout out to Reagan Tuttle. She's been visiting students in their front yards to help them with their schoolwork.
So it turns out that seeing color has nothing to do with what you eat or the direction that you spin, and it probably would have made us sick. I'm glad you helped me make a database decision.
I'm sure we would have been sick and green to our stomach, but you're right. It doesn't change what we see. You know who else makes database decisions? The MTSS team.
MTSS stands for Multi-Tiered Systems of Supports. They're a decision-making team for the district.
Here's a member of the MTSS team to tell us a little more about how they make choices that affect Norwood schools.
So the Multi-Tiered Systems of Support Leadership Team, also known as the MLT, makes decisions for the school using what we call a hexagon tool. And it's not something we made up, it's out there. You can find it. Just if you look it up, it's implementation science. It's used in implementation science, and it helps us look at new initiatives coming into the school and decide whether they will work for our school based on 6 factors. We look at the need for the school and also for our district and for the state at those 3 levels. And we use data to look for that. So for example, we just got back our TLCC survey, and our lowest score on that survey is in family school community partnering. We knew that last year, and so the MLT has spent this whole year working on reading a book called Engage Every Family and learning how we can get better at involving the families and the communities in school decision making, as well as just in day-to-day operations. And that's really come apparent. That need has become really apparent with our COVID-19 operations and doing learning at home and having families involved in ways that none of us ever thought they would be involved. So we look at need, we look at fit with current initiatives. So for example, we're doing our learning targets, and those are initiatives that fit in with our UIP, our Unified Improvement Plan, that we've had in place for a while. We also look at resources. What resources do we already have? What resources do we need? What kind of training do we need? And what data systems might we need in order to make something happen or to support something? And then evidence. And again, there's our data piece. Is we look at outcomes. Is it worth it? Can we have fidelity? Have we had fidelity with something we're working on? How's the cost looking for us? What kind of studies are there? Are there studies done on schools similar to ours? Are they all in big city schools? So it doesn't really help us to make a decision. And then readiness. Are we actually ready for a new initiative? Do we have things in place? Do we have experts? Do we have money? Do we understand what we're getting ourselves into? And then do we have the capacity to implement a new initiative? Is our staff ready? Is our organization ready? Do we have the leadership? Do we have the money? Kind of similar. But we go through all of these pieces and look at new initiatives with those in mind. And that's our data. And there's a lot of data within that data, but that's the data we use.
Thanks for helping us understand a little more about the role of MTSS and how you help make database decisions. Hey, Jess, did you know that the data from our school shows that we have been accredited with distinction for 2 years in a row, and we're ranked 5th in the state by the Colorado Department of Education?
How's that for some data to prove that our students are pretty incredible?
Let's show them how much we appreciate them by spinning the wheel.
Today, we spin the wheel for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. For 3rd grade, we have Danny. Fourth grade, Shane, you're our winner. And for 5th grade, Salem.
Congratulations to all 3 of you. We'll get in touch with you soon so that you can claim your prize.
And now it's time for our PBIS tip of the day.
To make sure that you are making the safest and wisest choices possible, follow these recommendations for database decision making.
Always check multiple sources of information.
Make sure your sources are reliable and that they are not one-sided.
And read your research carefully. Don't just rely on the title, headline, or the first sentence to give you all the information you need.
That's our show today. Thank you so much for joining us, and make sure to join our Facebook group and find us on Snapchat to share your celebrations and shout outs with us.
See you later, Mavericks.